Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be breaking down the NHL DFS slate for Monday, April 3rd. We got ourselves just a 3-game slate here to kick off the week, where I'm going to go through a couple of my favorite line stacks, some of my favorite individual plays, and some of my favorite value plays, and then we'll wrap up today's video talking a little prize picks. With that being said, let's dive into my spreadsheet here. And we're going to kick things off here like we always do in the top left-hand corner with those highest implied game totals. Got a little mix of everything here today. Coyotes at Kraken coming in at 6.5. Predators at Stars coming in at 6 goals even. And then Golden Knights at Wild coming in at 5.5. And then take a look down here at the Vegas odds, where you can see the Kraken, Stars, and Wild are all favored to win here tonight. And then here's a schedule update for this week. A video here today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, breaking down each one of those NHL DFS slates, but nothing for Friday as it is Good Friday, and there are 0 NHL games scheduled. With that being said, let's dive into a couple of line stacks that I like here for tonight. Starting with that second line for the Minnesota Wild, we got Eriksson Ek centering Johansson and Boldy. This line has played very well together here as of late. Really ever since Kirill Kaprizov went down with that injury, we've seen this line kind of lead the way on the offensive side of things. These three have now combined for 14 goals, 20 assists, 34 points in their past 10 games. And I love the correlation we're getting with all three of these guys right now, currently playing on the Wild's #1 power play. And yeah, the Wild just lost to this Vegas team 4-1 last game, but prior to that, the Golden Knights had kind of slipped up a little bit defensively. They had allowed 3.80 goals per game with a penalty kill that hit at just a 50% rate in their past 5 games. So again, being that we're getting all three of these guys on the #1 power play, I love the correlation we get here. And then another line stack that I like building around here tonight is that first line for the Seattle Kraken. We got Beniers centering McCann and Eberle. Now the Kraken are likely going to be a popular team to target in general here tonight, sitting in a good home matchup against the Arizona Coyotes, a team that we've really picked on all year long as they've struggled defensively all year long. That hasn't changed here as of late, as they've now lost 7 straight games. During that 7-game losing streak, they've allowed 4.14 goals per game, with a penalty kill that's hit at just a 66% rate. Now, honestly, I don't mind targeting the #1 or #2 power play for the Kraken here tonight, because the Coyotes have not only struggled on the penalty kill all year long, but they've also averaged the second most minor penalties in the NHL, just behind the Florida Panthers. And being that it is just a 3-game slate, especially when it comes to tournaments or GPPs, trying to find ways to make our lineups unique, one way to do that is target a power play like the Seattle Kraken. Now folks, before we dive into some of my favorite individual plays here, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Don't forget, I am running that Discord channel too, and we got a great group of people in there talking hockey, talking prize picks, really starting to talk some new sports as well. MLB was a big topic of last week, and I gotta give a shout out to Yankee in the Discord. Guy's been on an absolute heater as of late, took down NASCAR GPPs yesterday, so I gotta give a shout out to him. But again, if you want to join this Discord, link to do so in the description below. Alright, now diving into some of my favorite individual plays here, we're going to kick it off with the forwards. First guy I got there is Joe Pavelski of the Dallas Stars. Now I bet that first line of Joe Pavelski, Roope Hintz, and Jason Robertson are going to be a popular target here tonight, but what we could do is just stack up that entire #1 power play for the Dallas Stars, which has been very good this year, 9th best, 8th best in the NHL, scoring at a 23.5% rate. So that would be that first line with Jamie Benn and Miro Heiskanen. You could remove Jamie Benn from that if you wanted to. Get 4 of the 5 guys on that #1 power play. Again, I kind of talk about that here in the notes off to the right-hand side, especially when it comes to tournaments and GPPs. But I wanted to highlight Pavelski here because he's really started to heat up here as of late, with 7 goals, 4 assists, 11 points in his last 10 games, 5 of those points coming on the power play as well. The next guy I got there then is Jonathan Marchessault of the Vegas Golden Knights. Now for starters, Philip Gustafsson of the Minnesota Wild. He is my favorite goaltender play here tonight, so I'm probably not going to be overly heavy on the Vegas Golden Knights, but I thought they were still worth talking about too, and they are the best team in the Pacific Division right now, and Jonathan Marchessault's played some good hockey up on that first line right now with Eichel. He's kind of bouncing back and forth between the first and second power play, but needless to say, getting time on the special teams. And you can see here, he's racked up 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points in his past 10 games, averaging around 3 shots on net per game. I like to see the way he's shooting the puck too. Now, one contrarian approach I think we can take here tonight when it comes to tournaments and GPPs is targeting the Nashville Predators, because if you look at their lineup from top to bottom right now, It's not very good. They are legitimately missing all of their best players: Philip Forsberg, Matt Duchene, Roman Josi, Ryan Johansson. But one guy who has made the most of his opportunity this year, and as of late, is Tommy Novak for the Nashville Predators. Not only does he have 10 points here in his last 10 games, but he's racked up 38 points in 44 games, been very opportunistic with the time that he's getting, and now he's up on the #1 power play, even though he's still centering that second line. I do like the way that he's played. Really, the only downfall in his game is he doesn't shoot the puck a whole lot, but he's clearly capable of getting on the score sheet here. You can see his last 10 games, like I said, 10 points there. Really doesn't shoot the puck all that much, but if he's going to be that productive at $4,900, again, on the contrarian side of things, I don't mind it. I then got Tyler Seguin there of the Dallas Stars. Now again, the Stars are likely going to be a popular target here tonight in general. However, I do believe a third line kind of mini pairing of Max Domi and Tyler Seguin could be a more of a contrarian approach. And Tyler Seguin's played some solid hockey here as of late. You can see he's racked up 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points in his last 10 games, playing around 17 minutes per game as well. And the correlation you get with him and Max Domi, not only on that third line, but second power play, really makes sense too. And then I got Jaden Schwartz there of the Seattle Kraken. Plays on the second line, but largely targeting him on that power play against the Arizona Coyotes. He actually leads this entire Kraken team in expected goals this year. Might have some positive regression coming his way. You can see he's got 23.4 expected goals, but only racked up 19. For example, you can see here, we're going to put up Jared McCann, 35 goals, but he's only got 18 expected. I'd say he's got some negative regression coming his way. I certainly hope that's not the case, being that I highlighted him here tonight, really shooting the puck at an efficient rate. So I do like Jared McCann. But again, if we're targeting kind of the power play here tonight, I certainly don't mind Jaden Schwartz, especially at that price of $4,400. Now, moving over here to the defensemen, definitely don't have any issue spending up for defensemen tonight, especially considering we do have quite a bit of value at the forward position, but primarily targeting guys who get time on the power play, whether it be the first or second power play, or have upside for 3+ block shots. So I'm highlighting guys here who all get time on the #1 power play and or #2 power play. Valimaki here, the Arizona Coyotes, plays on the first. Vince Dunn of the Seattle Kraken plays on the first. Miro Heiskanen, who's been on a heater as of late, also plays on the Stars' first power play. The only guy who doesn't play on his team's #1 power play is Ben Hutton of the Vegas Golden Knights, who is currently playing down on the second power play, but he's had some really good games here as of late, including 13+ DraftKings points in each of his last 2 games. Certainly don't mind that at $3,200. Now, Shea Theodore of the Vegas Golden Knights is day-to-day right now. If he plays here tonight, Ben Hutton is likely bumped off that #2 power play, so do keep an eye on that. And then I got a couple of honorable mentions there as well. Do want to note that Moser for the Arizona Coyotes has been very solid as of late himself too. Now, when it comes to a 3-game slate like this here, you guys know the plan of attack. We have just 6 different goalies to choose from. Philip Gustafsson is my favorite goalie for sure. He's been fantastic all year long and really been great here over the last month too, where he's gone 4-1-2 with a goals allowed average of 1.80 and a save percentage of .944. Minnesota, you got yourselves a good one there for sure, but honestly, I'm probably not going to be afraid to roster any one of these goaltenders tonight. You know, UC Swaros and whoever ends up starting for the Arizona Coyotes will likely be the contrarian play here, but we've seen from both of those teams and really all those goaltenders that the upside is definitely there, especially in tournaments. So 6 goalies to choose from here tonight, folks. I'm really not discounting any one of those guys. And as always, going to wrap up this spreadsheet here with 3 low-priced options or sub-4K forward plays. First guy I got there is Cody Glass of the Nashville Predators, currently playing up on the first line in #1 power play. He's racked up 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points in his past 4 games. It's one of those opportunity plays right now, even though the Nashville Predators, their roster doesn't look great. Cody Glass has shown some nice upside, and the opportunity is definitely there for him, albeit a tough matchup on the road against the Dallas Stars. Next is Nicholas Roy of the Vegas Golden Knights, currently playing on the second line in #1 power play. Been very opportunistic here as of late himself. 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points in his past 10 games, averaging 12 DraftKings points per game. Not bad at all for a guy priced here in the mid 3K range. And then Matthias Maselli there of the Arizona Coyotes. I've highlighted that first line of Schmaltz, Keller, and Hayton a lot as of late, and this guy's kind of flown under the radar, playing on that second line in number 2 power play. He's racked up 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points in his past 10 games, damn near averaging 10 DraftKings points per game. And then to wrap up this video here, want to talk a little prize picks with you guys. 3-game slate here tonight. These smaller slates obviously don't have a lot of picks, so for starters, I do want to mention I'm not going to force anything on these smaller slates. I've kind of mentioned that throughout the year. I'm still going to go through these like I always do my research, and then let you know my final picks if I have any in the comments below on this video. I'll be sure to pin that comment as well. Odds are I'm going to post something here today, even if it's in my Discord giving some secondary picks. Again, I'm always posting my prize picks in my Discord channel, and if you want to join that, there's a link to do so in the description below. Now, for those of you who have not signed up yet but want to get in on this action, I got a promo code that you should definitely take advantage of. When you're signing up, use my promo code GRIFF. GRIFF, and PrizePicks will give you all the way up to a $100 match deposit. You do not have to put $100 in either. If you want to put in 50, they'll match that 50. If you want to put in 20, they'll match that 20. Again, they'll match anything up to $100 as long as you're using my promo code GRIFF. GRIFF upon signing up. Now, I know it's just a 3-game NHL slate here tonight, so if you don't want to play the NHL side of things, that's the beautiful thing about Prize Picks, is you can mix and match any of these sports together. MLB just opened up last week. We can play these guys, maybe mix in some Masters picks. I know that's going to be a hot topic here this week, but again, the beautiful thing about Prize Picks is you're not locked into any one sport or any one player. You can mix and match however you want to. Alright everyone, that is going to wrap up this video here for today. As always, thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to watch the content here on this channel. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's have ourselves a great day here, folks. Let's win some money on this 3-game slate. In the meantime, I'm out of here.